Saturday in October. A simple name and a complex rivalry. For one side, the Big Orange is just not a color they can sit with, and the other side, Crimson, has them seeing red. Easy to assume everyone here has a lighter in hand, and now we get to see who will use it. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Alabama's head coach told me before the game. Coach said they were thrilled to get off to a good start last week, starting the season 1-0, but there is so much he wants to clean up. He said, I showed the guys film. We have a very specific list of things that we've got to improve this week. Expectations are already high, but we have got to take it a game at a time and execute a game at a time. He said they will be better today, and their focus is on execution and communicating. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And he's coming out of the end zone. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the move, it's Bishop. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. In these rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
They give it to him again. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's this kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
Wilson open on the right side. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Bishop. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Well, one of the reasons why it's hard to run against this defense is because of that guy right there. He's one of the best D tackles in the game, and he's got tremendous explosiveness, quicks. He's strong at the point of attack. He can shed blocks, and he completely ate that last run up.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Setting up the screen. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Gain of 27 on the play. Good enough for a first down.
The Vols go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Finds space, it's Smith. There he goes. 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Vols.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive, and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Pulls it, fired, complete. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Making the adjustment on the play. Keelan Russell. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have trolled the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Paul Bear Bryant, Johnny Majors, Nick Saban. This has been such a critical game, not just in the SEC, but all across college football as well, Dave.
Yeah, in 1901, going back that far, this rivalry, the fans absolutely don't like each other. They don't like anything about each other. Every time the other team's playing, they're cheering against them. This game has always meant a lot. And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Russell. Another incompletion on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. So here is the Tennessee offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Second down to the air. Right side, it's Jackson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more third down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Hits inside. It's Bishop. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Flip it out to the back on the screen. Shakes off the defender. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Took it all the way back to the house.
How oftentimes can you say... There's a safety who's the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands. Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quick give. It's Bishop. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Out wide left, it's Brown. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Fresh set of downs going up top. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Running inside. It's Parker. Really putting together a threat now. They've got the first. It's at the 37. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Throwing Russell. Escapes the pressure going right. That pass is incomplete, but this has been a period in which the offenses have shined. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And they'll take over first and 10.
So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's just... it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Punt is in the air. Searching for space. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Keelan Russell. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Caught in the backfield. It's Parker. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Big part of the offensive game plan is yards after the catch, but none available there.
I like the idea on offense of trying to spit the ball outside quickly and see if your guy can make something happen in space, but give the defense credit. They rallied to the ball, got him on the ground.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Russell. Caught over the middle. It's Rodgers. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
I like the idea of going draw there. You're trying to sell pass, but you still need to do a better job up front executing those blocks. There's too many one-on-ones where they got beat, and as a result, they suffer a negative play.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Throwing Russell. Rushes on. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
Man, number one area to be successful on 3rd and long, gotta have good protection up front. Check. Great job by the offensive line, keeping their QB clean. He had time to go through his progression, to find the correct guy, and to convert the 3rd down and long.
Here's Parker. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They took it 71 yards down the field and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Max got it on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. They thought they had that screen set up, but there was a giant hole in the screen, and they went backwards.
Defense obviously did a good job watching tape, Reese. They know this is an offense that's going to try and take advantage of their pass rush upfield and try to sneak some screens in, but nobody on defense fooled that time.
And the Vols now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, gonna throw it. And it's picked off for the third time today. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Trying the left side. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Making the adjustment. Here's a give to Parker. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Keelan Russell. Look out. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
One thing this team has shown earlier this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. From the gun, it's Bishop. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a crease, it's Riley. Turning it on! Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Russell. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. Alabama quickly back to the line. To the air, it's Russell. Keeping his eyes downfield. Slides to the ground after picking up the first. Great play on second and short. Now the Tide uses its third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Not quite able to turn that corner and get it to the house. He's out of bounds at the 8.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Throwing Russell. Buying time to his right. Touchdown, Bama! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's take a look at the Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Huskers looking for a second win after the opening week loss. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the American Conference.
They'll run for it. It's Parker. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Keelan Russell. They're all over him, trying to make something happen. On the run, deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
Out wide right, it's Rodgers. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Alabama pushing the tempo. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Again, it's Russell. Oh, pressure's coming. And it's caught inside the 20.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Russell. Under pressure. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal. Offense in the hurry-up. The run inside. It's Riley. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. Marches ahead, and he surges across the line. Touchdown Tide! The Tide is high and rolling as they try to send Rocky Top to rock bottom, and they've built a big lead.
And Alabama's simply been the more physical team in this game, and you're starting to see that exert itself here in the second half. They're pulling away, David. Tennessee's going to have to do something here, keep this thing close.
And the hard part for Tennessee is you got to stay positive. You got to believe you can win. This series hasn't always been in their favor, and they kind of know Bama's had their number of late, but they got to stay positive. They got to make something happen on this next drive.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a nonprofit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy, you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Smith.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend, and you saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. The Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you wanted. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
That's reeled in. It's Jackson. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap.
Snagged it, and there's running room. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Turns up, it's Lawrence. Oh, he's got some space. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Alabama hit him with a big pass play. Will they keep slinging it?
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to...
He wants to go deep. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Throwing Russell. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And what an awesome response from the defense. You give up a huge play the play before, and what do you come back? You come back and you get pressure on the quarterback, and you get him on the ground before he can make another big play.
Right side, it's Lawrence. Makes the catch, and he's free. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Run in the red zone, it's Parker. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Keelan Russell. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Quick strike through the air for the score.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
And he made the extra point without problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive.
He lets one fly deep. And he throws another interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. He's changing the play. Russell. Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. They'll run out of the gun here with Parker. Breaks into the open. He's got enough. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Once he got some room, it was over.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And they had the extra point to finish the drive. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Throwing Russell. Right down the middle. This time he's got his man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Stepping to the right. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Number 33, set to kick off.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Straight ahead, it's Bishop. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, and whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Out wide right, it's Brown. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. Fourth down coming up.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's third down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up fourth.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snaps on fourth down. Crosses the 45. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that
ball is intercepted at the goal line. The Tide's ready to roll on offense. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the grab deep. He's into the open down the middle. He's at the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone. There he goes to the right. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Keelan Russell. Rushes on. Finds his man.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Look out! They get to him as he throws.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Now on the move. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground. And on 2nd down for this offense.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Russell. That's caught. It's Rodgers. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. From the red zone, looking for a man. Makes the grab. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Looking for the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And the Volunteers moving quickly to the line. To throw, it's Bailey.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. They want to throw it. They're all over him. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. possession.
And this is exactly the situation you want to get in as a defense. You got the lead late in the football game. You know they got to throw. And what do? You get to the quarterback, you hit him, and you get pressure on him. And then what happens, Palmer?
Yeah, it's complimentary football, David. No question about it. They're just putting the hammer down right now with the lead. And the defense playing accordingly. Now giving it back to their offense for an opportunity to pad this lead even further here as we're in the fourth quarter.
Russell on play action. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Quarterback changing the play. Throwing Russell. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. So Alabama once again takes the win in this smoking hot rivalry between the Vols and the Crimson Tide. And the party in Tuscaloosa will last well into the night. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.